Hello, beautiful and lovely gamers. My name is Jonal. I've been trying to record this like 5, 6 times. It's a little bit of a rant. It's fucking 3 a.m. in the morning, and I need to get this off my chest because it's something that frustrates me with, the YouTube stuff community and all that kind of shit. When this goes live, I'm probably on my way home to do some family stuff that's private. I had to go home to my hometown a little bit. I don't want to talk a little bit. I don't want to talk about why. I just had to do it. So I'll be back, of course, on Monday, and I'll see you guys on the live streams and all that stuff. But today I'm going to talk a little bit about the stuff that I just saw to a guy that I genuinely liked, a content creator, and it's a little bit about preaching one thing and then doing another, or essentially faking one thing for your subscribers to gain subscribers, to gain likes, and then doing the opposite. When you live stream or when you solo queue yourself or duo queue, whatever you do, and it goes down to the standard stuff that I've always think is always weird in some church communities, Christian communities in the U.S., where you see these pastors, these priests who talk a lot about okay, you should give to the church, you should give to the poor, you should not have a lot of money and really expensive stuff. Of course, you should get by, but and have a good life, but you shouldn't, be a massive billionaire and just like spend money on stuff that makes no sense. Then you should try to donate and help people and so on. And then you see them having like mansions and sports car and expensive suits and eating at a fancy restaurant and all that stuff. And it just makes like, hey, you should give away money, but I'm not going to do the same. And that's essentially what happens to a lot of YouTubers. And I would like if you guys didn't include name, if you have any examples of people that does this, or if you have an opinion, drop that down in the comment if you agree, if you disagree with me. I would love to have a conversation about this. Remember, as always, we don't have to agree on stuff, but I'm going to come with an example, and I will not mention names. And this is a guy, he's smaller than me on YouTube. He is. He's a little bit smaller, and that, of course, tells something, since I am one of the, I'm small myself, and this guy's even smaller than me. And essentially, he talks a lot about, the toxicity about one tricks and how one tricking is bad and how he's believe it should be a bannable offense to be a torp one trick guy. And I'm not going to go into discussion if I believe it's correct, the same, or what I believe. I'm going to believe what he just did on a live stream, which I watched, because he's a generally good guy. This is a guy that I was thinking about collabing with, or we were kind of trying to set up a collab. It's a guy that I was thinking about being tell or Nickel about, and being like, this guy's actually really cool. And maybe him and Onikko could find out something that could help and benefit the community, the Overwatch community, help Onikko's channel and stuff like that. Of course, that's Onikko's channel. But wanting to give a guy that Onikko probably never would have found before it grows big, to a certain extent, that's good promotion as well for the channel. You've seen what it does to mine. A lot of you guys come from Onikko, from the videos that I do there, and it's really cool that you can go on a big channel and help out so many people about a topic or anything like that. So that's essentially what I was thinking. I'm very glad I didn't do that, because while he talks a lot about how one tricking is bad and how he hates it and how it ruined games and how you should never do it, even though Blizzard says it's not a bannable offense, he believes it should be, and etc, right? Talks a lot about this. On his stream right now, he plays he got a new Smurf account, which is fine. I don't mind Smurf accounts or alt accounts or whatever. I don't mind that as long as you play genuinely on it. And then he is one trick and Doomfist on it. That I have something against. I have a lot against one tricking Doomfist on a Smurf account. And I went into the chat and was like, yo, why are you on a Smurf account? And why are you one tricking? And he said, I'm one tricking, blah, 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 blah. And, to a certain extent, there's nothing wrong with one tricking in theory. But the way he was doing it was essentially, I'm not going to swap. No matter what, I'm just one-tricking Doomfist. If we're losing, I don't care. I'm not swapping. If I can play this and win, I'm not swapping. I'm playing Doomfist, period. Not really a meta choice either. And this is a guy that talks a lot about the fact that one-tricking is bad. And I got very frustrated. And I went at him. I was like, why are you doing this? I thought that you preached about, not doing this. Why are you doing this opposite? And he kind of just shrugged off, like, I don't care. It doesn't matter if I lose here. I'm a Smurf account. Why does it matter? It doesn't matter. Of course it matters. It matters to the rest of the low-ranking player that he's ruining the games for. And, and he showed him, he says, like, see, I have won some games. And it's like, of course you're going to win some games. Of course you are. You are in Platinum, you are Diamond to Master player. He's been a Master a little bit. He's like in a stable Diamond. And it's like, that does not give you the justification of like, I'm going to one trick. I'm not going to try to win. right? Because you're actually ruining people's games. And to a certain extent, the fact that he talks about, I hate when I get a Torbjorn one trick on my team because it ruined my game and I lose on my main and blah blah blah, and then does the exact same. And we can talk as much as we want about if the fact that one tricking is bad. We can talk as much as we want about that and have different opinions. But in my eyes, when he has the opinion that one trick is never good, one tricking isn't good, and you should not do it, and then he goes on a stream and do it himself, that's him that's him saying one tricking is fine. And while he does this on YouTube to gain followers, to gain subscribers, because having the opinion that one tricking is bad, talking about one tricking bad, might be like, oh, I agree with this YouTuber, I'll sub to him. I'll watch his videos, I'll give him AdSense, I'll like his videos because I like the guy, he talks about stuff. And then do the exact opposite on your stream is so fake. And it's so money, like, oh, I just want to be big on YouTube, so I'll just talk about stuff that's positive, and he might not, I'll just talk about the positive stuff, I'll just talk about stuff that I know people will agree on and blah blah blah, and then I'll just do the opposite on my stream. And I think it's really bad, and I would like to hear your opinions on the topic. What do you think? Do you think that it's okay to, for example, for me, if I preach a lot about positivity, and then when I go on my stream, the only thing I do is I flame and tilt and talk trash and throw and don't try to win and concentrate instead of focusing on the game, the enemy team, I'll just focus about how bad my team is, only trash talk my team in voice and make them sad and insult them. Is it okay that I do one thing on my YouTube channel and then I'll behave another way on my Twitch stream or when I solo queue or duo queue? Is that okay? Do you believe that's a justifiable thing? Not like a one thing, not like a one-time thing where it's like, oh, okay, I'm done. I'm just tilted, I'm tired or in pain or I'm sad or something like that, and therefore I have an outburst in a match. Not like that, like I consistently every single fucking game, or I make an own account that's called like Toxic Tracer, where it's just me throwing games on Tracer and being toxic to my team. Is that okay? Or is like the action itself that I say one thing and then do another, is that okay? Do you believe that? I would love to hear your opinions down in the comments. I personally despise that. I absolutely despise that. And anyone that does that, in my opinion, should not have, if for example, if I did that, I would want you to unsubscribe to me. If I went full on, douchebag in every single game, but I talk about how not to be a douchebag in Overwatch, if I did that, then please, then I would say unsubscribe to me immediately. Because I don't think that's a behavior that makes any sense, because then you are essentially just almost catfishing or faking the shit out of your YouTube channel for money and not because you actually believe what you're doing. So, as I said, drop down your opinion. We don't have to agree. I personally don't like it. I think it's stupid and absolutely disgusting. Of course, you can have a different opinion than me, and I would very much like to have and hear that opinion, hear why you believe that that's a thing that you can do this. And we don't have to agree. I hope we can have a discussion about this. Please, if you know who this is for some reason, there was not a lot of people watching the live stream, but the fact that, I went into it, if you know who this is, please do not disclaim his name or anything like that. I don't want to hear, I don't want to be, the guy that sends someone angry, hater on him and start yelling and flaming him. I don't want to be that guy that does that, because that goes against what I believe about toxicity. And as always, guys, I don't want to use you guys as a weapon. I don't want to be like, if you do anything, I'll send my subscribers at you. I don't want to have that. I don't want to be that guy. So, besides that, guys, I hope you guys have a lovely gaming experience. Sorry about the rant. And I hope I see you guys in the next episode. As always, my name has been Jonal. Stay positive and keep the enemy in your crosshair.